Alright, so gig log number 2. We're shooting on a different camera tonight. I'm using my little HD handy cam. Last one I shot on just my little Canon point and shoot, just because it was easy to haul around. And with the HD cam, I kind of have to be far away from the lens. It's hard for me to shoot and talk at the same time. I've got this kind of just set up on a little tripod on my dashboard right now. That seems to be working all right. I think the audio is a little better off of this as well. If you check my channel, we got another video up. I believe it's on emisismusic.com as well as mattlangle.com. But we put together just a little video from our trip to the Millennium Music Conference out in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. I think it was in February-ish, like mid-February we were out there. And it's just kind of a collage of what happened over the course of the couple days. We've got some live footage, we've got some just kind of stock footage, I guess you could call it. Random shooting out the car window kind of stuff. A couple things coming up, a couple bigger shows. I'm really looking forward to those. May 14th, which is just a little over a month away, about 6 weeks away. Emisis is open up for Seether in Milwaukee, so we're heading up there, and should be a good gig log. See what kind of gear they're running up there at that club, and we'll be running the board in Milwaukee. Feel free to comment on the videos. Let me know if there's anything that you specifically are interested in. I've been running sound, just to give you a little bit of background. I've been running sound for about 11 years. I had a small sound company and had a pretty decent run at it. I just couldn't get to the point where I could make a living off of it. I was working every weekend, you know, running shows Friday, Saturdays. Not too much stuff during the week unless we had a big band that was coming through. Then we'd start setting up maybe on a Wednesday or a Thursday just to get all the lights set up, and you know, you can only work so much, you know. I plan on maybe doing some lights tonight, actually setting up some new scenes. I'm getting really bored with the chases and stuff that we have right now, because put them together and they're fine, and every time we go to a new bar, you know, nobody knows the difference, but I'm just kind of tired of the same old colors. You know, when we recall a scene or when the song's over, we're going back to like this turquoise or a purple or whatever, and I think we need to make it a little bit more ominous. And I think in another post we'll talk about lighting, because what we're doing, we're running all LEDs, and that's cool, but there's really no real color in it. It's, you know, you are either blue or purple or green, and you're all blue and purple and green. With PARs, there's still a little bit of a, I don't know, like a realistic color. You know, you can almost still see flesh tones, which is cool. You know, especially when it comes to pictures, because when you're taking pictures and it's all LED, it's like you got a blue person or a purple person. It just, you can't capture the real skin tone. So no, we'll talk about that later, because everything's pretty much moving to LEDs. Is it worth keeping around a couple small PARs for just natural lighting? I don't know. Maybe we could post that out as a question and give me your responses. You know, post some responses below. Alright, so we are coming up on Lowell. I'll talk at you in a little bit.
It could be a good night for all of us, man. Make sure you're tipping those bartenders and stuff. Let's do this one. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
jukebox is still on, so it's kind of loud. I'm going to try and talk over it, but setup was quick. Actually, the band got here a lot earlier than I thought, so we probably got about, let's see, about an hour and a half until showtime still, so we sound checked. We didn't do any recording. I'm going to try doing some stuff a little different than we did last time though, and I'm going to run pretty much everything except for the overhead, post dynamics, post EQ, everything. So mix down might go a little quicker with this. I'm going to see if this is something that we can do in see if this is something that might work a little better for live recording, because when I did it last time I had so much, I did everything just right off the board, no EQs, just whatever was coming in is what I recorded. And then I had to go back and I had to re-EQ the drums and re-EQ everything. So I'm hoping this one goes a little bit smoother. But I'll give you a little walk around the bar so you can see where we're at tonight.
I want to get the gig log. Hey, we're in Lowell tonight. It's April 2nd in Lowell.
He'll get it. It takes a little practice. Hey, Russ. Alright, so stage area. Nothing crazy. It's just kind of again, another little corner of the bar, but we got a little power issue in this one. We got a buzz that we just can't get rid of. It has nothing to do with the board. I can disconnect the board. We're still getting some noise just through the amps. You know, you never know what you're going to run into when you get into a bar, and this one just happens to have some really dirty power. But they redid this bar about a year ago or so. It's a lot nicer than it used to be, that's for sure. So I'll give you a little walk around. Still early. Capture seems to be working all right so far. We'll see how it goes once we actually start recording a lot of audio. Same setup as last time, except for we're running the overheads. Just give you a quick rundown overview of the little board area. So we got the board, the in-ears, the lighting board, laptop, and then the rack below we're using for just the EQ again, so we can accommodate the snake, and nothing else. We're just using this top EQ. It's going to be hard to see. We're just using this top EQ, and we're using the Furman for power. That's it. That's it. Everything else is being run straight from the board. And it was kind of nice because since we had sound check recorded from the last show, it's kind of how I did sound check tonight, and did just a quick line check. Everything still sounded good. Made a little adjustment in the snare drum, little adjustment on the rhythm guitar, Pat's guitar, and threw a little bit more low end on the bass, just because the way the room's laid out, it's kind of sucking some up. So we put a little bit extra bass in there, a little more low end, kind of widened it up a bit. But we didn't do a full song sound check. We just did pretty much a quick line check, make sure everything's there, everything was loud enough. And I think we're going to have a good recording tonight, I'm hoping. We're running, I think we haven't really talked about the setup as far as mics go. It's really pretty basic. We're running, everybody's got a Shure SM58 for vocals. Price is running a Beta 58 on his vocal. We do a lot of talk box, so he it's just a little bit brighter. Using all Sennheiser mics on the kit as far as snare and toms go. 57 on the hi-hat and Beta 52 on kick. We're running bass direct through an MXR bass DI. 57s on the guitars, and for overhead we're running the KSM 27.
trust? Who's better to blame? It's on you, I say it again. Who's better to trust? Who's better to blame? To blame. Who's better to trust? Who's better to blame? To blame. Who would trust you to break this heart? Who would trust you to break this heart? You got the weight of the world on your shoulders. You deal with it every day. Cut your losses before you drown to it the only true American way. You got the weight of the world on your shoulders. You deal with it every day. Cut your losses before you drown to it the only true American way. I'm better to trust, I'm better to blame. 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 To blame. Thank you so much, man. It's called Juice. Thank you so much, man. Hooray.
Well, one of the major issues that we had tonight was just overall sound, stage volume. We had to really cut that a lot, and trying to record, post EQ and dynamics. It was hard to keep the volume levels where they needed to be to track nice. So we kind of had to unassign certain things to different places, and we had to unassign a couple things from the mix, and the bar is very particular on overall volume. They have a lot of regulars, and the bar is relatively close to where the band plays, the actual physical bar. Mix position sucks. I'm about 10 feet away, and with the speakers being on each side of the band, we kind of lose the mix. I get mostly stage volume. I gotta get some better light here. I get mostly stage volume, and it's kind of hard to hear exactly what's going on because I'm just too close to it. So overall, it went all right.